Make sure you disregard that top where it's thinning out. Hey, my name's Tony Davis, and I made a choice to give my life to Jesus. It's easy to remember how long we've been coming to LifeSpring because it's been the entirety of our relationship. So it was 11, so 10 years that we've been here at LifeSpring. Yeah. The way I came to find out about LifeSpring was through Amy. We were just kind of dating at first, and she had known and met Pastor Dylan previously at, I cannot remember what church they were at, but they had encounters, and he had came and eaten at the restaurant plenty of times before. So actually she just invited me to one of their, I guess it was, I don't know if it was officially like a lunch night, but we came whenever we were setting up at JCC. And we just decided to start doing church together. Typically, like I said, I'm a lot more reserved and kind of withdrawn at first, but it was a good experience, honestly. I've been in church, being raised by my grandmother most of my life, but I wasn't really comfortable going with her. It was always like a suit and tie, and always more like felt like I had to go. And being more of an adult, just making that decision to go with Amy was a lot more comfortable, I guess. Dylan had started taking a lot of time with me, and we were meeting weekly, as we still do, 10 years later. Him just kind of pouring into me and us having conversation. It was something I felt kind of early, but I guess it came to a point where I decided to stop fighting it, and just understanding God had more for me than what I knew or thought. I don't know if I could say like an exact moment that I really realized. I think it was just like over time, like a major part of it was Dylan pouring into me, and then just me taking that time to actually sit down, and just figuring out, well, like other things in my life hadn't really worked. It wasn't going according to my plan. So I guess it wasn't like well, let me just see what God has, but more of like being older and more mature, and just understanding like what I was wanting to do wasn't right. I guess more or less. So like, yeah, Dylan has this thing where he asks us during church service. I'm paraphrasing, I don't know the exact way he asked, but has everybody close their eyes and bow their heads, and ask anyone if they wants to give their life to Jesus or whatever the case may be. So I just remember doing it that Sunday after him asking, and then us meeting that following week, just letting him know that I did do that. And then I guess the next steps after that were baptism. So yeah, it was just one of those things I felt after a long time of like fighting it, that I felt the conviction, I guess. Yeah. So baptism then took place at the Shack over in Smithfield. So that day, like, I can't remember if it was just like a family day or whatever the case, but the objective was baptizing those that had made that decision. And I remember just the day being great. I don't date-wise, I don't exactly remember, but just that feeling of, I guess, so to speak, being reborn, was a great feeling. And to do it with my then girlfriend, but now wife, who made that decision a little bit later, was awesome as well. I would say the way it changed everything for us, me getting saved and baptized, especially with Amy and I's relationship. I think for her, it probably did a lot. Not speaking for her, but just my perspective of how it changed our relationship. I know prior to me, life wasn't that great as far as dating wise, and for myself either. But I do feel like it, I don't know if I want to say gave her more hope, but allowed her to understand, to be more open to what God can do, especially for me as well. And having Noah at that time, like, I guess helped me understand, like, being a dad or whatever the case, that, I mean, you want to be the best person that you can for him, but also for my girlfriend or wife now. So I think it helped her to realize, like, the kind of life that Jesus wants us to have, as opposed to one that we were living at that time back then.